Hi, everybody. I am near. I am here. And hopefully without all the stuff from the other night. That'd be nice. So, Guy is not with me tonight. He was not feeling good. Well, I shouldn't say he wasn't feeling good. That makes him sound sick. He apparently worked a double shift for teaching today and was that got him pretty good. So he has asked me to host for today, so I am doing so. Yeah. And I am drawing character art before turning my full attention on the comic. Tonight might be a slightly later night, like apparently last night was. Guy mentioned something that he went a little crazy last night, and he was on for a long time, so that's good. You only got a half an hour with me, but you got to spend extra time with Guy, so. Blast him out of the sky. So hopefully tonight isn't too bad. It's shaping up to be kind of a quiet night, which is nice. Bum, 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 bum. Here, have more art. Like more art. There you go. Okay, so last night we were working on this. I was mostly brain dead for it. I remember bits and pieces. I think things happened. Art definitely happened, but it was a lot of me staring at two panels and going, ah. So we're already off to a better time. Yeah. Interesting music. Okay. I wonder if I'm a little bit too high. No, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll fix it in post. Yeah. When I fuck up a line. I feel like Brig's headline is dominated a lot by her hair. Like, let me bring up a new page. So when I draw Brig, she gets the circle treatment, and then boom, boom. That's generally her hair. That comes down like that. Maybe something like that. Anyways, and then you have that. And that. I feel like it's almost like fins coming off of the side of her head, like shapes her head shape. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but it definitely is a thing. It does give her a very unique head shape. Which is nice. Anyways, back to this. Back to the insanity on hand. Howdy, person coming in. I hope you're having a lovely evening this evening. Guy will not be joining us tonight. He had a double work shift today, so he is feeling very tired. I made sure to harangue him quite well over it, so but that's okay. He had an extra shift last night. Apparently, he went past midnight, so. And then you guys got less of a time with me. Because my internet went all kinds of poopy. It's a shame that Guy will not be here tonight, because I wanted to discuss something that happened today in the world of manga and kind of get his take on things. So for those of you who haven't heard, Berserk, who last year the creator of died, is going to come back. The guy that they got, the new artist that's going to be taking over the project is his mangaka friend, who has essentially helped him write or helped him make Berserk for the last 30 years. And was his friend in high school before Berserk even began. So the two knew each other for 40 years. I think that's going to make for an interesting dynamic. It's not going to be like, oh, we're replacing the artist with a new artist, and that artist, he may or may not care. No, this guy, this guy will know his stuff. He's gonna have a better idea of what Miro would want. I'm actually okay with this. Alright. He'd have a better idea of what Miro would want simply because he has worked with him for so long. So What is with this music? I feel like Brig is the type of character that would walk around just seeing what kind of trouble she would get into before someone would put up the thing saying, "You must stop doing this." Less there. Less there. That. Yeah, that'll work. It'll be fine. Wow, that stuff was there this entire time. Yeah, that's fine. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that's part of my problem. Down here like that. And then do something like that. And then we could do... Okay. Okay. No, that wrist isn't right to me. What is BDU stand for? BDU. Oh, that's what I thought. She would refer to them as BDUs. I might actually, you know what? This might be a good, because Mammy might not know what BDUs are. Like, this might be a perfect opportunity for Mammy to go, what are those? I do not know what a BDU is, but it sounds disappointing. Ah, yes, behind the scenes stuff. Okay, I don't even know a BDU is. Oh, okay. He's going to bed too. Let's see. I'll dress it up. Actually. Okay. Essentially. And this is when I wish I had Guy here, because he could correct me or not. I'll keep the line in here, and then next time he's on, I can ask him about it. I don't even know what a BDU is. I was starting to make a Yamcha joke in there, but I don't think people would necessarily know what that is. That needs to be increased in size. And that is there we go. Something like that. looks good so far. Mammy is excited about this because she is a squirrel. And now we get to see her gem, which is, to no one's surprise, an elephant. Okay. A little bit more of a softer edge to our shirt. Okie dokie. There we go. That looks pretty good. That'll work for me. Okay. that done. All right. Get that right there. Okay. Not bad. And not bad. Okay. I think we can work on text bubbles. I think for now I'll just leave these, at least until I can get some equipment that's here. But her mouth is saying it, not her breasts. Missing any? Yeah, wrong way. What's that button? Okie dokie. Okay, that looks like a page to me. A page has definitely happened. So we will make this to my referral rep. Do something like that. For layers and that. Bam. Boom. I'm not saying no bad brown. Oh, hell yeah, guess it's that. You send someone a cursed image over Twitter. And then they threaten you with the spray bottle. Hey, Donald, how's it going? Guy will not be joining us tonight. He pulled a double shift at his classroom, so he is extremely tired today. So it is just me tonight. But glad you could make it. Yes, I got threatened with the spray bottle. This person posted a picture of his cat, which had a face swap on it. And the face swap gave the cat a human face with the cat's normal color pattern. And I got told, no, bad Brian, followed by the spray bottle. So how are you this evening? Just getting home, so I'm assuming you just got off work. Oh, karaoke. That's even better. Oh, is that the new Top Gun movie? I've heard it's really good. I have some reservations about Tom Cruise, so I've been holding off going to see it. That's good. Nothing is worse than a movie that wastes your time. Oh, what faux pas did you see? And surprising that you saw faux pas in there. Usually they have a lot of advisors. Like, usually by the time that comes out, like, there's no, like, all that stuff is gone. Use characters from the first. Very well. That's good. So it did a lot of callbacks to the first movie. Yeah, good point. That's a very good point. So, Donald, I'm going to pick your brain real quick. So, BDUs, the main uniforms, they're the main uniforms for military, right? Because you use BDUs for everything, like training and all that, correct? Or is there actually training outfits? Asking as someone who has never been in the military, yet I have two brothers who are in the military. My dad was in the military, and yet I know nothing about that sort of thing. So I want to make sure I'm getting that right, so people don't go, "Oh no, that's not right." Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I could see that. But I think her explanation would be, in this case, just fine, because she's explaining to a civilian what BDUs are. So she would just keep it simple. Because, I mean, look at that face. That's not a face of someone that would necessarily understand the hierarchy of military. That is a squirrel that you're trying to keep on task. line. Yeah, that sounds about right. So my very very basic explanation will work without needing too much detail. Yeah. I think that'll be something for later on because there's going to be a training montage. I think that's going to be one of the things that Mammy will complain about is it all looks the same, even though it's not the same clothes necessarily, but it is the same outfit. Yeah. And those are the days in which the poor soldier really wishes for the sweet release of death. Just a little bit in their heart of hearts. We'll get into her a little later. And now we get another. Yeah. Yeah, if I talk to my older brother, he'd probably say something very similar. Let's okay, no. I don't like the sudden stops in music. It just causes my brain to go, "Arr, arr, oh." Yeah. Right out to the line. Yeah, that'll work. E. See, those are all the songs you need to survive, you know? Just life in general. Although the other night I was coming home and I had the oldie station on, and they were playing Britney Spears and what was the other thing? They were playing the Goo Goo Dolls. And I'll tell you, I had a difficult time with that particular mix of music because as I was driving the car, I was aging rapidly and starting to blow away in the air conditioned car as I turned to dust from it. It's like those are not songs that you want to necessarily hear on the oldies station. Okay. This elephant has David Letterman chin. Oh, that's even worse. I think the station here still does 40s and 50s. So it would be a while longer here, but yeah. They still do a lot of 80s though. Like they still do a lot of 70s music as well. I don't think I know what the drive-in is. Mind you, I'm also out in Frederick Firestone, so I'm a little bit away from Denver. Yeah. Is there a drive-in theater in Florence? 88 drive-in. There it is. It's way back there, though. Wow. I have to think about that. Hopefully. What do you think about the prospective buyer of the Broncos? Yes, happy hug. I love drawing Mammy because I think her smiles and attitude are a great counter to Brig, who kind of is yeah. And I kind of feel that someone like that doesn't necessarily know the fans. Like, if it was Elway kind of knows the gist of the people around here. This is just another rich guy trying to line his pocket with more money. Is he? I mean, more power to him if he is. I think Peyton's actually been kind of good for Colorado. he's definitely been good for the team. I know RTG, when it was still going, they would actually work. I think it was they would do the baseball stuff. My problem is I'm too far out, and so I don't have necessarily those contacts. But definitely, I think, particularly with how my style is progressing, I think it would really do well at shows like that. And with how fast I draw really helps. Yeah. Definitely need to to look more into that kind of thing for me. Because yeah, I agree with you. Um, like I used to love going to like the free comic book days and things like that, and doing the drawing for kids, and I kind of miss it. It's like someone dropped their bag of change. Yeah. That's an entire skill in and of itself. Like there's a guy, he does like murals, and he when he paints, he, instead of like filling in an area with paint, he'll actually just do line work within that area, and it's absolutely amazing to see. Yeah. I could see that easily. You know, art is kind of a immortality in its own way. Um, you know, you might not be around anymore, but your art might stick around for a very long time after you're gone. Um, I mean, just look at the likes of, Da Vinci and Raphael and all that, where we still view their art and it is still talked about to this day. Yeah. There's a guy up here, I don't know if he still does it, but if you go to Longmont, there's a couple of places where this guy had done murals of like different Broncos players and such, and it's always amazing to look at. Like, if you need inspiration, just go and look at that guy's art. It's so beautiful. Mm-hmm. Well, in Colorado, just naturally attracts local talent. Like, you know, the mountains are right there. And not just artists, but writers too. right there. A little bit there. Yeah, that works. But yeah, we definitely, there's a lot of really, really good talent out there. I mean, even our comic book scene here, our local comic book scene, there's so many wonderful artists here. Thank you. Actually, I think that, yeah, that looks better. And the fact that we have a huge comic book scene here is really fun. Just not only for artists, but also just in general. I mean, that it can support as many comic conventions and anime conventions and different things like that. Like, heck, even gaming conventions. Yeah, I think so too. I think there's also a kind of there's still that uh, misnomer that uh, comic books are for kids or for the illiterate. And I look at comic books as being the gateway drug to books. You let kids read, and you let kids read whatever they want to read. And the more they read, the hungrier they get to read something else. And even if that is a comic, there are still wonderful comics out there that should be taught among classic literature. You know, as strange as it sounds, watchmen should actually be studied more. Not just because, not for the picture. Come on. You know, it actually has quite, it has quite a developed story. And it's not the only one. There are lots that really, they go into a lot of metaphors and a lot of things that you can, if you're a teacher, you could really grip into and discuss in a classroom. Yeah. And routine's a good description for it, you know? You know, for some kids, War and Peace is not an appropriate thing for them to read. And it's not because it's a bad piece of literature, but because it's so kind of old-fashioned that it's hard for someone who is fresh, you know, just starting to read or really starting to catch up with their classmates in reading, particularly in high school. It's harder for them to get into something like that. For the longest time, I was not reading at my grade level. And I eventually learned to love to read, but it took me a long time to get to that point. And I felt that if I had more comics to read when I was younger and got into the kind of the comic scene sooner, I probably wouldn't have had as much difficulty with it, because I would have had the comics to kind of engage me a little bit more on a mental level, because I'm a much more visual learner. Now where am I missing? There we go. You know, you could also go into visual storytelling. You know, so in creative writing, they say show don't tell. You know, describe the scene, describe what the character's wearing, what the character's doing, how the character reacts to certain things. And I think very easily you could do the same thing in comics. You know, what's the character, you know, how does the character look is much different, but also what's the action that you're trying to propose. In The Watchmen, there's a scene where Rorschach is investigating the apartment of the comedian. And all he knows is that this was a superhero. Actually, at that point, no, he hadn't discovered it was a superhero. It was a guy who was just murdered, and he was investigating the murder. And he's going through, and like he takes a cord or a piece of hanger, and he's checking the depth of the closet, the armoire, and he discovers that it's bigger on the outside, it's deeper on the outside than it is on the inside, so it has a secret compartment. And you could write that very, very easily and go into a description of him going, you know, he took this hanger, you know, flattened it out, or straightened it out rather, and then when he checked the outside of the armoire, it was, you know, 10 inches longer than the inside. Well, that's wordy and it's good, but just that quick thing of two panels where he does that, and it kind of gives more motion to the scene. But again, it's a visual medium. So when it comes to comics, you have to think in terms of this is visual. You know, I shouldn't be describing a scene, I should be drawing that scene. I shouldn't be going through and saying, oh, there was, you know, jewels all over the place that sparkled in the light and danced with the colors. Show them sparkling in the light and dancing with the colors. You know, make those gems pop out in your scene. Otherwise, you're writing a novel. And you're losing what a comic is good at. These stars are gonna be the death of me. I know it. Absolutely know it. Oh, absolutely. Actually, I think the medium has had a lot of harm done to it by people who didn't understand the medium. Um, Authors and others who thought of it as just for kids, and so they wanted to protect the children and insulate the children from the harsh realities of life. And I think that was a huge disservice to the kids. I mean, look at some of the Batman comics. Like, those are not comics for kids. And some of them are really dark, but they're wonderful comics. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were dark when they first started. Oh, like everybody thinks of them as the 80s cartoon. But they originally, holy moly, that was a very, very dark and almost sinister series. And I'm so glad that the comics are kind of continuing in that vein nowadays. You know, the new comics are very dark and they're very sinister. And I think that's a good thing. But even Sin City, that's another really, really dark comic series. Yeah. Yeah, they had to tone down a lot of different characters. And now they're kind of bringing them back a little bit. But I don't know, they have kind of this edgelord thing going on. And I'm not so sure how I feel about that. Maybe some purples. Let's see how. Yeah. He is quite censored. But that's also not necessarily a bad thing either. Hmm. I'm not going to give Disney too much credit on that part. They do own Miramax, so they do have their own adult arm of the entertainment industry. Okay. I think that is a page that is done. Well, it is after midnight. Thank you for joining me, Donald. I am done with this page, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye.